consideration for approval of minutes. So moved. Don and Don, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously, very strongly, Don Hilberton. Consent items A through C, any questions?
So.
9.
Second.
Paul, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried unanimous. 13A, Shannon Sweeney, storm utility project financing. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. Shannon Sweeney with David Brown Associates. Knew you had bid letting looming before you and a decision to be made on awarding a project contract, so we wanted to give you some sense for the plan of finance that we're putting in place for the project. We have total estimated project costs of just over $4 million, and we have a state grant that we were awarded last year through the bonding bill that's going to provide $2.5 million in project costs, leaving about $1.5 million that would need to be financed. We're suggesting that the suggested structure at this point is a 20-year term using a credit enhancement program offered through the state of Minnesota. Right now we're projecting interest rates. This is a little bit of a conservative projection, but at about 3.8% over the term. Again, we'd use a credit enhancement program offered through the Public Facilities Authority that provides a limited debt service guarantee by the state in the event the city didn't make payment. That produces a little bit better credit rating and a slightly better interest rate, and the program costs $500 to participate in. So it's a good value in this instance. Average payments over the term are projected at about $109,000 a year. It's split between storm sewer, water, and sanitary sewer enterprise funds. At this point, we think that the impact to the storm sewer utility is about $1.60 per month for the average customer. We're still digging through your former rate studies on water and sanitary sewer. I mentioned in my cover letter a 3.3% increase on water and 2.9% on sanitary. But I'll tell you that with the grants that were awarded last year through the bonding bill, we believe that relieves some of the loan payments that were projected in that rate study, and so that the impact may be reduced from there. I didn't want to understate it though in this initial review, and so I told you what it was based on what I saw for revenue for 2018. But as we dig further, if we can alleviate that impact, we're certainly going to try to do that. I'm not asking you for any action tonight. I'm just here to talk about what this plan of finance looks like before you're asked to award a construction contract, so you're aware of what's going to come before you next at your next meeting if we set about implementing this project. More than happy to answer questions on the materials in your packet, but again, wanted you to see what the bond market looked like, what a potential structure looked like. That talked about the fact that we intend to use the credit enhancement program, and understand that the storm sewer impact is probably what it's going to be. That one I think we're fairly confident we understand the impact of that portion of the project. So more than happy to answer questions.
Anybody got any questions? Again, $2.5 million was the bond project proceeds last year that we got from the state, which is a grant, no cost to us, $1.5 million. You cut it down and you're estimating 3.8% to 3.82, depends on where it comes. The market, you said, has gone up how much in the last 10 days?
In the last month, it's gone up about 1/3% or 30 basis points.
And it appears that everything going forward is going to tell us that it's going to continue to go up.
I think that's a fair statement, yes.
Then anybody else got any questions on that at all? Not, we'll just follow on into the water pond and street utility project together.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mayor.
Owen, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so item 13B in your agenda is to consider awarding the bids. Last Thursday, bids were received at City Hall at 10 o'clock. 7 bids were received, low bid of about $3.24 million, the high bid of just shy of $4.5 million, with the bulk of the bids being in the 3.7 to 3.9 range. As I said to you when I came to you last month to talk about it, our estimated construction cost was in the $3.4 to $3.8 million range. So the low bid from Jerpy Contracting in the amount of $3,248,664.60 was the low bid. Everything in their bid was solid and good. I talked to Kurt Jerpy last Friday. He's standing behind his numbers. He's excited about the project and they can move ahead as soon as possible.
And you've done work with them?
I've worked with Jerpy in the past, yeah, and I haven't worked with St. James, but they have done work.
They did they did the sewers from behind the old or the funeral home to the old folks home.
Okay, a few years ago.
Yep, that's been quite a few years ago.
Yep,
But yeah.
okay, yep.
Their bid is about 2.5% lower than the engineer's estimate, which was included in my cover letter. The engineer's estimate of about $3.33 million. The engineer's estimate, for the most part, was based on the bid we got from Keithley last year. Keithley did the work for the storm line that went from the lake to the fire hall, and that in itself was a good bid. So the fact that their numbers came in about where Keithley's numbers were showing was a very competitive bid. They obviously were hungry and went after it. So
And
the
I see both Henches and Keighley both bid on this, but they're real close, $25,000 apart.
Yep. So, and again, since they were bids 2 and 3 and Jerpy undercut them, I think we got good bids. So if council wants to proceed with the project, it's a recommendation of staff to award it to Jerpy Contracting in their amount of $3,248,664.60. So, and if you do award it tonight, we will prepare the contracts and send them to them tomorrow, and they can start pulling together the bonding and insurance right away. Hopefully starting construction in 4 to 6 weeks.
So that gets us about the middle of June after school is out.
Yep. For ballpark, yeah. They said they want to get to it ASAP, but there is some paperwork that has to be done.
Just need to stay sensitive to the bus service on the corner, that they have access in and out with their buses on a daily route, either one side or the other.
Yeah, and that was called out in the project specifications, so
Right.
that has to be coordinated.
It's good to have a gentle reminder of that as well.
Yeah.
This is resolution form. Right. 9,
Second, dispense with the reading.
Paul, to accept low bid.
Yes, please.
Okay, anything else you want to add?
No.
One. All in favor signify by showing your hands. Opposed? Resolution passes 5-0 unanimous.
Thank you.
Thanks, Owen. Thirteen C, ambulance billing quotes. Mark.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Nielsen. I'm with the Ambulance Service, and I'm here to propose a new billing company. Our current billing company, we'd like to go paperless, is what I'd like to do. Our current billing company does not provide that service for us. Currently, they're charging $23 a run report. We had 506 calls last year. The new company is going to be $27. But it provides the service that we're looking for. And Metro Billing is what we're currently using. They're going to be raising their rates. Won't give me a time frame on when they're going to be doing it, but it's going to raise them to $2 a run report, which would be $25 a run report. Let's see what was the company. It was the new company we're looking at.
IPCR.
That's the, well, we had two quotes. We had one from IPCR, which is way out of the ballpark. It's not even really what we were looking for. The, what was the other one? It was, Expertise Billing, yes. It's out of Farmington. They provide everything we need. It's really going to be, you know, my opinion, it's going to be just what the state is going to be looking for in the near future. So we're going to be looking, the state's going to be requiring everybody to go paperless. Our current run reports are $1 a piece, and we buy from Minstar. And so really, we're looking at a $1 increase, basically, is what we're looking at.
And to pay the IPCR, we have to pay them $2,500 plus $300 a month plus we still have to have our same company that we're gonna pay $25 a month for billing.
Right,
We go to expert billing, it's
Expert.
$27.
yes.
There's no charge set up or any of that stuff.
Nope, none of
Plus,
that.
plus the gals at City Hall no longer have to do all of the paperwork to get it to them because it goes right to
Exactly.
expert. Okay, very good, just for clarification for the council.
So basically, we're looking at a $1 increase in switching companies.
So when you say billing, they bill the insurance companies.
They bill the insurance companies, they do all the paperwork,
Okay.
and we just
You
sit back
submit
and,
it online to them and then
yes,
they
it's just a
take care
click away. Well, in the
We enter
future-
the claim online,
Pardon?
we enter the claim online and then they handle it.
That'll be my responsibility to send it up to them.
That's done downstairs.
At the ambulance branch.
Do you use EPCR tool? Maybe it's trying to leave. It says here, customer agrees to pay an additional $2 per transport if using an EPCR transport tool. Do you use that at all?
No.
Okay.
No. So, I guess what I'm looking for is an approval to go ahead with a new company, or do we need more information on the new company?
I will add that Expertise has had a very significant presence in this region.
Yeah, so I've talked to several area ambulances around, and, they were very happy with their billing company.
Nobody has any problems.
No.
They're very well established.
Very well established, and they're local, it's Farmington, I mean, he said he had to see them come down at any point, they're available 24/7. We need anything, give them a call.
Plus we eliminate the middle person, and
Right.
we save up to probably an hour a day from the gals at City Hall
Oh,
to
maybe.
do everything. Excuse me, an hour per day, every day, at least. Yep, have another an hour per day that we will no longer have to do
Right.
that. Very good.
Second.
Okay, for expert billing. Ray and Don, anything else you want to add? Mark,
No, thank you very much.
any further discussion?
and just budgeted, yes? Budgeted item?
It's budgeted for what we're currently doing, so is it extra $2
So
budget?
really we don't
Probably
have
not,
to
but the
do
balance is because we've been seeing that already.
Right.
That's where it might-
And we're currently, I mean, our calls are going up every year too, so we're currently at 203 calls this year already. At that rate, we're looking at 600 calls this year.
What was it, 567 last year?
506 last year,
506 last year, okay.
so we're constantly increasing our calls, so it's.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimous, thanks, Mark.
Thank you very much.
13D, deaf child area sign placement.
There's a resident requiring a deaf child area sign. Signs for the 600 block of 4th Avenue South. They have a child with hearing loss. I think it would be best if we just put those signs up on both sides, so.
Is that Ray, is that a symbol or is that a printed message to drive?
It's actually a diamond-shaped sign with a printed message on it.
Just like,
Deaf child area.
okay.
Is the one on 4th Avenue North there anymore? You take that down?
It's still there, but I'm gonna have to look into it, see if we can take it down, so.
Okay, very good. Okay. Is that a motion? Motion by Don, second by Nani. Any further discussion to install the sign? Excuse me. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Carried. Light Department truck, we have TJ.
Here to ask permission to go with bids we received to replace truck 10. We went with Chuck Spade Ford. They matched state bid pricing across the board. Line for line basically on that. Price Steel has the state bid contract for the dump bed that is gonna be put on it, so it's state bid pricing. Have the price listed in your packets for you.
We should end up with sales and tax about 51,000. We have $75,000 in the budget. And this piece of equipment was specifically budgeted for 2018 and will not delete our capital equipment fund. It still is balanced limits, so we're not spending any more than we're taking. We're not, less is going out than coming in for this year, so this is one that was approved specifically.
back on February 20th, we okayed it, so.
And it was held over from 2017 actually, so.
So moved.
Second. Second.
Ray, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried unanimous, thanks, TJ. Susie Carlson resigned from the park board, meeting or two ago, and we met with Jody Anderson, and she will, I'm asking the council to approve the appointment of Jody Anderson on the park and rec board, to take Susie Carlson's place.
So moved.
Don and Ray, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. 13G, declaration of excess property extraction equipment, Jason.
We're trying to raise money right now for new extrication equipment, and we have one set that's 20-some years old. It was purchased with fundraising money back 20 years ago, but with insurance reasons, we have to have the city purchase it. We donate the money to the city, they have to purchase it for the insurance. So what we're doing is we want to ask for that to be declared excess property, so when we get enough money raised for that other one, we'd like to donate it to a local fire department in our area that doesn't have any right now, that our ambulance goes to, so it make it easier for the ambulance and everybody. If they don't have it.
Kind of money you talking?
For the new one, the new ones, they got a sale going on for the next 3 months for $25,000. And so we're gonna we got a couple of places we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to the Dorper Sportsman and ask them. Normally we won't, but that's the department we want to donate it to, so that's why we're gonna go ask their Sportsman Place. They want to donate some money towards it.
So you'll have money on hand for that?
Yep, we won't order it until we raise all the money for it.
Yep.
And then we won't let this one go until we.
Right, yep, so, very good. Don Halverson,
Second.
Ray, any further discussion? Excuse me, we need to back up. No, we don't have it, it's just a motion form, okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried unanimous. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. How'd you do with how'd the fire department breakfast come out?
Good. 370 people, about $3,500.
370 people, 3,500, very good. Thank you. 13H, resolution for transfer of entitlement sale.
Yes, Rosal is looking to transfer entitlement money. We're entitled to $150,000 a year in the amount of $150,000 paid back in 2020. We've done this before in the past. It's pretty standard procedure between airports as we have different projects going on. It's one of those things you can only carry over 4 years worth of entitlement money before you start losing it. So this is one way to make sure we will not lose it. We get that back when we have a different project planned out in the future, so.
Which will allow us the money to have it when we do in the future.
Correct.
Is this money part of the fund, airport fund, or is it in a special fund?
We don't really get access to this money until it's spent. It's just allocated for us, so we don't see that money. It's just entitled right there for us for a project.
The money gets in there, I believe, from tax on fuel and airplane tickets, I believe. It's in the Federal Aviation. I could be wrong, but I think that's, pretty sure that's where the two things come in from. I remember that back from our airport.
So moved and dispense with the reading.
Thanks, Don. Second,
That's with reading.
Donnie, any further discussion? All in favor, signify by show of hands. Opposed, resolution passes 5-0, unanimous. Okay, Don. Don, Steve, Sam.
Yes, the compost site will be open on Wednesday, tomorrow from 4 to 7, and then we'll start our regular hours of Monday and Wednesday, 4 to 7, and Saturdays from 8 to noon and 1 to 5. That is all weather permitting. If we get 3 inches of rain and it's too muddy out there, we will not be open, but that's pretty standard every year. So.
You got somebody out there this year again?
Yes.
You covered with that? Yep. If you want to, I will get the rate. Anything else, Sam?
Nope. Can I ask you a question regarding that? Are the tickets the same? The punch cards, same price?
Yes, yes, that was no change.
Donnie? Right. Mark, Jason. Report on the, cleanup rate.
Saturday morning, we had our city lead cleanup out at the compost site. We had 174 vehicles come through to dump garbage and junk. And we also had 26 additional vehicles come through to dump compost and branches. One of the funny things happened is, I was at the gate and I noticed one pickup kept coming back, so I kept tracking him. He came back 7 times with heat. He was heaped every load, so. We had several that come through twice or 3 times, but the one that came through 7 times was,
Junk?
yeah, junk and,
I would assume this place would look close to spick and span maybe after Saturday.
well, I would think so.
Compared to what it was.
We filled 3 roll-offs and 3 garbage trucks, so.
So, I don't think we wanna say, we wanna thank Waste Management for participating in it. We don't wanna thank them because they were 45 minutes late. They're coming, they're supposed to be there at 7, it was
Well,
quarter
at
to
least they
8.
showed up, Gary.
Yeah,
That's what I
last year,
said.
the last
We
time
need
we didn't, so we were fortunate that.
They were showed up. We'd had Don Mackey leading this pickup again, I'd dump them all out on the ground.
So it was a success. So.
Very good.
How about the scrapping guy, like,
He was very happy. He got 2 big totes full of scrap iron, and I don't know how many appliances he took, but he took a lot of them.
Chris Hart,
Chris Hart, yeah, he's willing to do it again, so.
excellent.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ray. Owen?
Nope.
Jason? TJ? Linda Lou, the movie.
The movie will be the one we have, Avengers Infinity Wars. We opened it last weekend and we'll hold it again for another weekend.
Very good. Bill? Jamie?
They started site work on the spec building this week.
Pardon me?
Site work began this week for the spec building.
For the spec building. Okay. Anybody else got anything? Motion to adjourn? Nani and Don. Thanks, everybody.